Hello guys, it's another Saturday. That means another Christian stream. Okay, so before I start this one, I'd like to tell you guys that of course I do these every week. So it stands to reason that I might forget whether or not we've seen a particular video. I feel like we've seen this one before, but I also don't recall exactly, so we're just gonna show it anyway. This is Stephanie Bustcake's advertisement. So, you know, let's just dive right in.
Hello, ladies. How'd you like to spend a little quality time with this sexy bod, huh?
Mm-hmm.
These sexy breasts.
Yeah.
And the thing that I was wrongfully born with down there.
We already did it, don't show it again. Well, we're doing it again. Good
quality time. You can have it one way, or we can do it the lesbian way.
The winks. Stop with the winking.
So,
he's gonna wink again.
$50, we can do a cuddle, or $100. We can do pretty much near anything.
First of all, he winked again. I told him not to wink again. He did it again. Second of all, $50. 50 American burger bucks. 50 burgers. That's how many burgers. You get $1 at McDonald's, buys you one burger. 50 burgers for a cuddle. That's that's it. Just a cuddle. Just a cuddle. $50. $100 to get you the full package,
Don't do anal, though.
Don't do anal. Except for anal.
I'll do anal. But we'll do...
I love the voice shift.
Ain't pretty much near anything.
Chris is trying to do this alluring voice, and then...
I'll do anal.
It's gone.
But we'll do anything else. We can even romp with toys. And I have lots of hidden potential.
What does that mean? Hidden...
So send an email.
Does that mean hidden anal?
Give me a response.
Hmm.
Tell me you want a little lovely, sexy evening.
If you guys are wondering what people think are attractive, cuddling with body pillows always makes you look attractive to the opposite sex.
Email only, nobody with STDs, and only women of any orientation need apply. No, straight, lesbian, and bi.
There are women on campsites who literally don't even show their boobs or any amount of skin that make more money.
I'm very happy to work.
Excuse me, Chris? Can you say that again? There are women on cam shows who make more money than Chris makes for just not even doing anything, you know?
Y'all got the pussy? I'm very happy to work.
Oh, don't do it.
A little bit of that.
Don't do it. Alright, cool. I thought he was going to start twerking. I couldn't remember if he did.
Booty.
Shit, you know.
Did booty look good enough for you?
No. It's disgusting. Oh, Jesus.
So, respond now.
The winking gets me every time. Oh, it's upside down. The winking, every time the winking gets me, you know? It just throws me off. I'll let it play first. Infomercial Sonic Totem. Oh. Oh boy.
Hi, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home.
Alright, we'll talk about this when we get to the end of this video.
Definitely for a limited time, so you want to rush to
limited
get
time offer, guys.
this before April 30th, the Sonic Totem Pole I made in our class so many years ago.
Beautiful. Lovely.
A
work of art. It's made of paper mache, not clay. A lot of people thought this was made of clay up until this video. It's actually paper mache, believe it or not.
Here somewhere.
Well, you should fucking believe it because you can see the bottom.
We'll
But, you know.
one on it later. Anyway, so here's the bonus offer. So
The bonus. You guys want to know what the bonus offer is? It's that FUPA. It's that intense FUPA game right there. Mmm, spicy.
So that's not all. Because of my special giveaway, if you buy this for the set price and no lower, because I'm not negotiating on prices on this and the stamp album. yeah, you do this. I'll make a Fort Sanchu figure, and I'll send him along with this guy. And of course, you also get my Skylander figure and my Skylander.
You get
card,
tons
both
of
functional for
extra
Skylanders
stuff
and
that nobody
Imaginators.
wants, guys.
Also, T-shirt, a large or extra large. I'll let you know. Anyway, so you get all this for the set price.
He reminds
I'm
me
not
of like
negotiating
an
on the
overweight
price
pug,
because there's a
just
lot of
covered
interest
in
this
just
guy.
rolls and bumps like a
$1,500.
potato.
1,500. I'll put the listing for this thing on eBay in the
Yeah, you heard that right. That was
description down below. Thank you.
Advisory. That was a 1,500 American burgers for that particular item. That is how much money Chris wanted to sell this item for. Fupa game. He's tucking his fupa in. You can actually see him tuck his fupa in real time. Isn't that insane? $1,500. So let me give you guys the story, the inside scooperoo on this. Scoop that fupa. Chris put an eBay listing for this item up for $1,500. Somebody bought it for $1,500. Normally, when Chris puts something up for a very high price, or he puts up something on eBay that's like a little weird, people will bid it up into the thousands, alright? They'll bid it up into the thousands and then nobody will pay. Somebody actually paid $1,500 for this item. Now, what ended up happening is that Chris decided not to ship it. Chris received the money, used the money to buy a bunch of useless bullshit, as he does, which we'll get to in the next couple videos, and then didn't ship the item. Okay? So the person filed a report to Chris on eBay, filed a report to eBay about Chris, and was like, he hasn't shipped my item. Can I, get my money back? And they did. They put a hold on the money, and Chris did not get any of it. After Chris had already fucking spent it, because he spent it the second that item was purchased. In doing so, that made his money go into the red, and after complaining about it, Chris actually had a moment of realization and told himself, wow, maybe I should fucking ship it. So then he finally shipped it, and the person finally received the item. And that's the whole story with this
In the description down
disgusting
below.
item.
Thank you.
Oh my god. And Chris attempted to dox the buyer as well. Yes, Chris, whenever confronted with someone not doing what he wants them to do, attempts to dox them. That's his favorite thing to do. We'll get to more specific things as we get in. As we get in there. Advisory. The randomly selected winners prizes are separate from both automatic winners prizes, which means that if neither the book or totem are sold, the 16 random winners will still be selected and rewarded as previously stated, respectively. The major difference being that if neither the book or totem are sold before April 30th, no t-shirts will be awarded to anyone! I would be unable to afford the shirts without the help. With that, here are the friendly reminders. Buy at least one stamp cover from Pristine Christine's eBay shop for 1 entry limited per person. Automatic entry with this giveaway. Is that Chris? You're not speaking to the camera again? That's what I thought. Buy the following book for an automatic win, guys. And by automatic win, I mean spend literal thousands of dollars. Literal thousands. Okay? It's a lot. it's a lot. Super awesome buy. If the book is not sold before the deadline, this prize will not be awarded to anyone. That's the important thing. You don't get shit if nobody else... Isn't that weird? But wait! There's more!
We'll return you to a regularly scheduled set of the
Chris, that shirt's not flattering, just period. Like, that wouldn't look good on anyone, really.
Whatever, just update.
That's like a shirt you wear, like, for pajamas, you know?
If you get it daily, then that'll be a bonus that week.
Yeah, Chris.
So, I give buy the Totem Pole, buy the stamp album, buy the stamp covers. Win the giveaway this month.
Again, I'm fairly certain that announcing and requesting people to buy items off of your eBay shop is actually against the rules of eBay. I'm pretty sure he's breaking the terms of service by doing this, but I'm not sure exactly.
Subscribe and like my videos, guys. Remember to just smash that like button. Guys, please just smash that motherfucking like button. Remember to kono my dioda, guys. And subscribe and favorite this shit.
Buy the book. Buy the book. Get it? It's like a play on words. Christ. Tony, who would win in a fight, Christine or Classic Chris? Absolutely Classic Chris.
Once again, talk a bit
Absolutely.
more about my very sentimental stamp album.
Telling you about my very sentimental stamp album. Need I remind you, this is the stamp album of my deceased father, who collected stamps. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. It has no sentimental value to him, more so to his dad, but he's not around, so, you know, who's gonna sell
Although,
it.
yes, it may be outdated, I want to assure y'all that y'all getting a good buy when you buy this book. And which I can definitely verify. First off, the old signatures, printed that this thing is reading my handwriting backwards. I mean,
Yeah?
this is my handwriting sincerely, back from 1992.
That cutie mark doesn't fit the pony shirt, so much hate.
And definitely spells Christopher at
doesn't.
first, but then
You
I
are correct,
changed
these
my
are
name
he's wearing
around
two
that
separate
time
ponies right now.
afterwards.
Disgusting.
And so I ended up just adding in pencil, just went from from Christopher to Christian right there. I assure you that is me, definitely. Me, my own handwriting. I mean,
Chris.
just, you can't do much better matching my handwriting of the past compared to my handwriting of the present.
Yeah?
Okay? So anyway,
Keep in mind, I'd like to remind you folks that Chris thinks that gender, in fact, alters your ability to write a signature. Because clearly a woman's signature is definitively different than a man's. Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I'll show you the bonuses a little bit. I previously picked out 10 UN stamp covers.
Why would people
from
buy
my
stamps from
collection.
Chris? Do people
I
buy
have
stamps
not
anymore?
posted it onto eBay whatsoever.
Is this a thing people do? As I've mentioned before, one person reported having their stamps be not only fucked up, but they came with extra
And
gunk.
then I got some
Why would you want
bonus
this?
official
You could
random
get the stamps
stamps.
cheaper from literally anywhere else.
Envelopes right here, they're going with that as well.
Also, I'm pretty sure the only reason Chris hasn't pawned off his father's wedding ring is because I'm sure he was buried in it.
You're getting your money's worth for the stamps inside, aside from that's claimed ones from that were photographed in the article. You know, it just
Swag Machine asks, is Chris making an effort to transition, or is he just dressing like a chick for the hell of it? The answer to that question, my guy, is that Chris has already been transitioned. If you were to ask Chris right now, Chris considers this to be 100% a woman. There is no more work, much like how Chris considers doing his comics in one go with pen and marker and not doing any previous sketches. Chris considers this to be done in one go. It's done. This is as you can't get any more. This is the ideal female body. You may not like it, but this is the ideal. This is top
just take a look
woman.
inside, you'll see.
To answer
all
your
the
question.
stamps. Well, minus the ones that are black and white, because those are printed in there.
Would
But
Chris
those
sell
that
his
are
mother's soul
definitely-
for a burger?
those are actual stamps.
He
See
would.
all them when they're out here and there. On these pages, of which I personally have put them in. I have a few other stamps loose and about in there. And I put some more in there myself on these other additional pages. My father taught me how to attach all these stamps.
Yeah.
And I put them into the categories of the
Chris,
countries.
you're just trying to sell me garbage right
now.
now.
Stamp shop in Charlottesville.
Chris is literally just garbage. This is like something you'd buy for a nickel at a yard sale. This is not something that is worth anything more than like a nickel.
But you can see that most of the pages in here
It's, you know,
actually have the stamps in them. Okay? You know, I picked a lot from old Canada.
Chris thinks that anything related to him is worth more than pretty much anything else, alright? That's just how he functions. Chris.
Hungary,
Chris.
Italy, Japan.
Just saying Pakistan with a silly accent does not make it funny. Please.
Additional pages here.
I'm trying to complain about you. Christ.
One from the UAE. I forget what the acronym is for. Okay. Extra pages for special stamps. So anyway, you can see there lots of stamps in this album.
Tons of stamps, and you won't get to know what any of them are.
Covers and additional stamps. And don't forget, as I have stated in the
This is
previous
actually,
video,
I agree, ironic YouTube name. This is actually getting me a little frustrated right now.
You'll get one of the extra creative.
The only incentive that Chris can give for us to spend money on this literal garbage is a random recolor of a Transformer and his 3D printed Skylanders figure. He does not seem to understand the concept of what items people want and what they don't want. They do not want this. They would probably do it if he offered his Sonichu amiibos, even though amiibos aren't really a thing anymore, you know?
Selling of the Totem pole, which I will be shipping that this week to the person that bought it. I bought the t-shirts.
He's got so much shit in his room. Yeah, he gets more shit in his room every time we see it.
All the cards for that giveaway. So thank you again for that. Also,
can you blame him at this point for thinking that? He sold that totem for $1,500 dues, and he's about to sell his shirt for $2.5K.
We haven't to make a payment to Cyrus again. My mom promised him to make a payment after her money comes in this week, so yeah, that's gonna leave us behind. So I'm hoping we sell the stamp album this week.
Or you could have a job so that you would have consistent income, which would allow you to pay the massive amounts of debt you have, instead of being in the red every month.
T-shirt. I bought enough T-shirts in extra large. Did that. Definitely did that. Thanks to the totem pole sold there. Now.
Did you catch that? Here, let me play it back for you. For those of you who didn't actually catch that.
Check out there, right under all this stuff. You also get the T-shirt. I bought enough T-shirts in extra large. Did that. Definitely did that. Thanks to the totem pole sold there.
So Chris's idea, alright, with the $1,500 dues that he made, was to spend 400 of it on a golden necklace for his mother. Because previously, he had to sell his mom's golden necklace to pay a bill. So he wanted to give her back her necklace, essentially, which is a sweet sort of thing to do. Probably because she told him to do it. But also unnecessary, because they have bills, and that's more important than a golden necklace. I'm not a very rich guy. In fact, my family's pretty poor. Like, not as poor as other people, but we're not loaded, alright? The fact of the matter is, I can tell you that when you have bills to pay, you do not spend money on shit that you want, like a golden $400 necklace, alright? You spend it on the bills. Now, the second thing that he spent money on was he spent money on Skylanders items. That Skylanders shirt, he bought tons of those. All of them in one size. Because Chris wants to, you know that old saying, spend money to make money? Chris spent money on these t-shirts with the concept that he would be able to resell them for more money, which is just not. There's two problems with this. The two problems are one I mentioned earlier, which is the problem was that he had not received the $1,500 because he hadn't earned it yet, because he bought these items before he had shipped the totem. Okay? He had not, by this point, he had not shipped the totem, which means there was no point to him buying things because he had not actually done his part. The second problem is the fact of the matter that nobody wants to spend tons of money on an extra large t-shirt with his random OC on it. It would make more sense if he offered the ability to buy those shirts and then ordered them and then sent them out, alright? You know, it just... It's my roommate coming in and out of my room. He's doing his job. The Golden Cummies. If you guys are wondering, man, I like Tony. I like his streams. I like what this boy does. How do I get in his good graces? Just put the word cummies in your name. Just straight up. Just... Cummies is the dumbest goddamn word. And if you just put that somewhere in your name, I'll just love you. Just everybody just change your name to Cummies right now, please. Just... You'll be my favorite boy.
Because I will be having make 3, aside from the prototype, 3 Sanchu figures.
3 Sanchu figures.
I got
Evan Cummies, B Cummies, Capra Cummies,
we sell this one.
Swag
This one
Cummies,
sells, I'll
Cummies
definitely make
Machine,
the third one, as I have stated now. Okay?
Kristen Cummies Chandler.
And also, aside from that,
Such a stupid
first
word.
Of the returning Captain's Log videos.
This is important. Did you catch that? There's a lot of important shit. This is actually... we're very close to, like, up-to-date Chris, alright? We're very close to, like, videos that he's doing right now. He released one today, but this is important.
Captain's Log videos will be later this week.
Captain's Log videos. He's gonna start making those again, and we're gonna see them.
I have a mild topic to talk about then, so look forward to that. Okay, thank you very much, and...
Try to dodge Ram Cummies. Tony, why don't you sell us some CGS shirts? I do. No, I mean, my channel has t-shirts available for sale. So I mean, oh, fucking calm down with your sound effects, Chris. Christ Almighty. There are actual t-shirts for my channel that you can purchase. They come cummy free, I promise.
My name is Barbara Chandler. We are in an emergency situation. Rappahannock is getting ready to cut our service. That will stop us from doing anything. Cooking, whatever. Please, somebody, buy the stamp album for $1,000 to help us with our emergency. Thank you.
Few things. We're gonna have a discussion about this right now. But yes, my t-shirts you can buy t-shirts directly related to my channel. On my main channel, there's a link right on it. It says t-shirts and stuff. It comes in hoodies. You can buy them on thongs. You can buy tons of stuff. To answer you guys' question about that before we started this video here. So as you can see here, this is a video of Barbara asking for money because Chris has realized that when his mom asks for money, they're more likely to get it because she's dying. She looks very sickly. I don't know if you guys can recall when we were watching these streams before, when you were watching my streams before, and we streamed her. I do have hoodies for sale. And Barbara was on screen before. She had a lot more weight She looked a lot less sickly and a little more responsive. Now, I've heard people discuss this particular video, and a lot of people have come to the consensus that they believe that this is an act, that she's not actually this sick, air quotes, that she's actually just fine. Apparently people have, like, seen her, like, walking around, like, in real life or whatever, and she's just fine, you know? Like, she's not this. That this is an act. Which, knowing Chris, I would honestly believe that. I believe that Chris is malicious enough to say to his mother, I want you to act sick so that we get more money. But, again, that's just people speculating. I don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure she's acting. But, you know, she could very well just be sick. Either way, this video is horrible. On top of this, you recall her saying, guys, we need money. Could you send us money? I want you to understand that the necklace around her neck is worth 400 American dollars, which could have gone to a bill to prevent them from having their power shut off. You know? So, on top of that, you know, on top of that, it's just, at the same time, I don't know, there's just too much to talk about here. I'm pretty sure Chris is also holding up a script that she's reading. I feel like that's what he's doing. And it's just despicable. It's just despicable, you know? I feel no remorse. I feel no remorse here, alright? I don't know. It's just upsetting, though. It's really upsetting. I don't know. I'll make fun of Chris all day. I don't want to make fun of Barb, really. But they didn't need that $400. She doesn't need that. The necklace could have gone to the bills, you know? That's just a
Good evening, this is
waste of
Christine
money.
Chandler coming to...
Oh, boy! Back to Chris. Now I can be mean again. But you know what I mean. The sea log. The sea log, guys. So. Your hoodies don't come in red. This is a problem. I'm sorry. The sea log. So Chris has always had weird quirks about him, as we know. I don't know if you guys remember all the way back in the first, you know, in the first couple of streams, Chris would start every video by saying, Captain's Log, star date, December 21st, 2008. He'd start with a Captain's Log. That was a definitive thing of Chris, the Cummy's Captain Log, okay? Chris, at this point, has kind of become self-aware. Chris is very self-aware when it comes to what worth people put on him. Not all the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Chris understands that people want old Chris. They want the captain's logs. They want him doing wacky shit in videos. They want merchandise related to him that's like weird shit that everybody's obsessed over, like the Sonic Totem. Chris is getting self-aware, and sometimes it doesn't work out because he thinks, oh man, I can just make Skylanders shit of my OCs and people will buy it. And that doesn't work. But he understands that if he pumps out a Captain's Log video, people are gonna watch it.
To you from home once
He's
again.
getting a little smarter.
But for the
I'll give
first
him that.
time in a long time, this is...
Tony, who's your favorite
Captain's
hero?
Logs, start date
Moon Knight.
04142017.
Captain's
And
Log.
I'm trying it in
like
a
the good old
different
days.
format, obviously. I got a
Hello,
microphone
Lucy.
attached to my head, but hopefully this time my voice will be louder than the music that I'm still forced to have to block out. I'll figure out something different for tomorrow's video where I commentate with live reactions to watching the Trump episode of Saturday Night Live. In the meantime, we'll start with some, for the bit of pleasant news about something good. And cat just knocked over the gate behind me that was leaned against the wall.
Maybe
Anyway, so
actually
let's
set
talk
the
a little
gate
bit
up
more
then.
about Sanju, the Autobot figure that you can win for a limited time. And
You can win him,
the
and by that I
is still
mean
available as the last
spend tons of money
automatic
to receive
win
him.
for, you know, the figure and myself Skylander figure, myself Skylander card, and t-shirt. Look at the previous video respectively for that. Alright, so anyway, I'm talking about the additional features you get with this thing. I forgot. The silver gun. Alright, so by default, so
Was Chris
initially,
ever into Twilight? He was not.
you would get the silver guns, you know. Just
Chris
as I
is going
said
to
in the
tell us
review
about
video.
more
So,
Transformers things,
Come on.
you know?
Get in there, get in there,
Everybody loves
get in there. Soup. There you go.
Yeah, Chris's voice has
And-
always been a thing people have found insufferable, but you have to understand that he's also
Basically,
trying
Mark
to make
I
his voice
version of
sound like
Autobot
this, because he thinks
Sanju
this is what
I
a
had designed back
feminine voice
so many years
is.
ago during the days when Armada was
It's
on
not.
the air. And obviously this becomes
The one time where Chris's audio is audible, and it's the most annoying one.
his shield. Because when he was an escort, his roof was the shield. But his roof isn't so wide, so long right now, so we had to make a lion out of it.
Chris.
And this is not a lion. I'm not a lion.
I do not think you can order amiibos from Chris, actually. You know, Detractor Vision just made me want to look something up. He says, if I order amiibos from Chris, he probably wouldn't even send them. Someone else also asked, what's my waifu? Don't got one, bud. But I think Chris probably has a link to it somewhere. Over here in the About section. Oh, look at that! There used to be an Etsy link over here. Now, Chris's Etsy has been shut down. Chris's Etsy was used for all of his amiibo-related things. I believe... let's just type in Christian eBay. Find his eBay account real quick. Please, Wikipedia, load. Oh, look, it loaded! Nice! His new account. There we go. That's what we need. Pristine Christine. How could I forget a name like that? If I recall, he only has stamps for sale. And then weird art that nobody's gonna buy. Yep, look at that. Stamps, 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 stamps. Goddamn Sonichu art. You get a set of 6 Sonichu and Rosichu drawings from 2014. Now, if you guys don't know about this... Pristine. Chris made these drawings in 2014, as the title says, and put them all up on eBay for varying prices. They were all put up individually, and they were all like $1,000 each, $250, ridiculous amounts that nobody would ever pay, and nobody ever bought these. A lot of them also have feminist like overtones that he talks about in like Facebook updates. When we eventually go through all of social media, all of Chris's social media stuff, we'll get to this.
He's like, man, guys, I'm turning into a girl, into a feminist, guys. Rosichu's really strong, and she's better than Sonichu, guys. Here, let me draw a bunch of art of her nobody gives a shit about. You know? Because nobody bought it. He drew a bunch of... Oh! I forgot that the Goldine looks like that. Why does it look like that? The funny thing about this art is that literally his marker is running out. You can see the marker. You can see the marker running out. It's hilarious. Like, come on. Yawning Squirtle. He drew just like regular fish next to the Pokemon too, and it's weird looking. Oh man, look at her. Can you tell what's her wings and what's her hair? Can you even tell that's hair? Can you tell that all that shit behind her there is hair? Because it is. That's not wings, that's all hair back there. You know? My god. While we're on a tangent here, looking at Chris's stuff, this has nothing to do with Chris Chan, but I want to get serious with you guys.
Did you know that they made a special edition Mountain Dew and Doritos for Halo 4? And if you were an influential person in the game industry, Halo 4, the company that made that game, would send you a special edition Doritos and Mountain Dew, and it had gold text on it, and it told you it was number 1 or number 2 or number 3 or whatever number. On the back of the Doritos bag, it says number 3 of 30, because there was only 30 of a certain type of Doritos. Did you guys know this shit? What a time to be alive. I have no idea when I would ever tell a group of people that that exists. I don't know when I'd ever get the chance to tell this many people all at once that that's a thing that exists. I'm just using my Christian streams as a medium to just tell you guys about the new Mountain Dew and Doritos. Do the Dew of Doritos. Take a slurp, get that burp. That's their motto. Alright, let's get back to it.
The pipes that go
Halo marketing makes me
in
cringe.
robot
It's
mode. They're like
awful.
this, but you gotta swap them around when you do it in vehicle mode. Otherwise, they drag them off the ground. Just the way they're curved. So anyway, come on.
Yeah, Chris struggling to...
Me. Alright, so let's talk about the
Of
additional
all of my
things that you
Christian
get.
quirks.
First off, as I
Of
have
all of his
demonstrated,
quirks.
I've shown in my latest picture on
My
my Facebook
favorite
post,
is him making
this would be
annoying
my
sounds.
face if I was an Autobot.
This is Chris's
Come
face if he
in.
was an Autobot. It's bright pink, it's got green eyes, it's got one green eye and one blue eye. One thing about Chris drawing the blue eyes and the green eyes on himself is that it's very inconsistent, because Chris will often forget what eye is green and what is blue, because in real life his eyes are not like this. His eyes are only... one eye is slightly different looking, to be honest. He does not have... it's not as pronounced as when he draws it. He actually draws it incorrectly a lot of the time, because he has no idea, you know, what it's on.
Hope y'all can see that okay.
Chris is
cameras
a
on this
master
thing,
of
so
color
I'm just going with
selection,
whatever.
guys.
But anyway,
Tony, do you have a favorite
canon,
Christian saga?
So you still have me
I
as
could not answer
human,
that question if I tried.
and then I transform into my Sanchu form, and then I go, and then I tell Sanchu, hey, Autobot friend, let's combine forces. And he says, all right. So initially he'll
Yeah?
open his neck hole and his head will go down. He's not a Titan Master in the books, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And this actually works for real on the actual figure I show
This is
you.
what Chris
see?
actually believes.
Because with the arms being wide enough, he actually can sit tucked like that. Why are you misbehaving on me now of all times? Come on.
Let's go buy horses,
Come on,
guys.
get in there.
Let's combine.
Hey,
Let us
you stay.
combine forms.
You stay.
Fuse with me, chat. Fuse with me
It
now.
works most of the time.
I summon your power. May we become one.
so,
The ultimate
Aside from
cummy
that close is on
transformer.
top, and so I climb up
Chris,
around
what's
him and
going
I
on?
get ready to do
You've
a
been dying.
homing attack in my solid shoe form, and then I become my Autobot face, and then with a neck hole.
Bad guys are attacking the city. Chris dabs and turns into his persona. He then goes to his Transformer OC and says, "Let's fuse. Let's do the do." So then the Transformer turns from a car into the robot, then rips its own head off. Then Chris jumps into the air, still as his persona, spins around, and then turns into an Autobot robot head, and then combines with his OC. That's what just happened just now. That's what just happened.
Being above his head, while his head is down near in the chest, in the body somewhere. My head is on top of his head. Ah, joke, but nothing sexual. Okay, leave it at that.
Nothing sexual, guys. Nothing. If I'm fusing with the chat, it's gonna be
First
nothing
time
sexual,
I'm
guys.
touched
Cummies
to
in a platonic
Sanju
way. Platonic
This way,
cummies.
it's like a kind of a bit of a god master, cause I am god of this dimension of Quickville, Virginia. of this dimension. It's like a kind of a bit of a godmaster could.
You heard it here. Chris admitted he's God.
I am god of this dimension of Quickville, Virginia.
He admitted right now that he believes that he is God of Quickville.
The rocket pack. As you've seen,
That was not a joke. Like, that wasn't me making a joke on
it.
it.
Looked like a bobsled. I had to design. I like to bear design this way. Okay.
Chris is
So,
actually the God
this
of our
goes
world.
onto his back,
Kneel to your God.
into this, into that slot, right there. The middle piece goes there.
Chris,
and
I do not need
this
you to
part-
tell me how to assemble a
Goes into
transformer.
his butt. Goes into his butt.
It's a toy built for literal children. I'm
and-
sure I could figure it out.
This fin, the spoiler
I'm
here,
the God of cummy
goes on
dimensions.
top there.
I've transcended
And
mortal cummies.
You got wings. They're also
Why is
guns.
cummy so fun
They
to
go
say?
on either side.
Christ.
And first time I attached to him, my Cherokeean powers to bring all this force
His
into that
Cherokeean
reality.
powers.
So now Sanju can fly,
Yeah.
but still, there's something that only he can help.
Chris believes that his Cherokee heritage, which he pronounces Cherokean, his Cherokean heritage can will Autobot parts into reality. You know, the Cherokee people, known for their vast army of robotic cars and their magical ability to teleport car parts into reality. That's what like when I say it back, it's just twice as dumb as when I'm watching it in real time. It's
That his body can
It's
do
awful.
only while I'm attached to him. The psychic, normal, and electric attacks of my science you form for one thing. So now, as a robot,
having a fever
Sanju's
dream?
body can
yes.
summon thunderbolts and thunder.
This
from
is
the
like
sky.
something I would
Hyper
say
beam and
when I'm just like trying to
levitating
improv on the
psychic
stream to
attacks.
say the dumbest shit I can possibly say. This is like when I'm
And
talking about the Ed, Edd and
I
Eddie
pour a
MMO
little bit
on
of
stream.
electricity and he gets a sword. Alright? Yes, it's a Mountain Dew sword for Voyager Prime, but it works. It works. Lightning sword.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't very
also
good at
something
history
else
in
fun you
3rd
can
grade.
do
I
with
didn't
this
remember when the
accessory.
Cherokees
You can attach
defeated
which you can do
the
between
Pilgrims
Chrome
with their
Dome or
Transformer
Breakaway
army.
times return figures. Look at that. Make it look like lightning coming through the barrels of these cannons and then make it look like a taser gun. Electric taser attack.
Electric taser
There's something I
attack.
like to do with the
If
silver
only it was
guns.
pepper spray, then it would be
on
art
this thing.
imitating life.
Now there's something kind of gangster about him there. And something kind of gangster about him there. Now there's something kind of gangster about him there.
There's something kind of cancer about this Transformer, guys.
Boom, 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 boom,
I can't quite put my finger on it.
Boom, boom, boom.
I can't tell if it's the persona becoming its head or the Cherokee power summoning in its extra parts. I can't tell quite what is
And
the
we'll
most
put the
cancer
wing
about
back on
this.
here because we're gonna do the fun part. Well, yes, now we can fly.
I thought he said gangster.
Flying out from the rocket pack.
I'm pretty sure it's cancer.
I believe I can soar. And then that happened. Because I wanted to put my hair into the wind.
We're watching a
And
grown-ass
lift my face up
man
so I can see where I'm going.
pretend
I
that his
believe
two
I can
different OCs
soar.
are combining and then flying around.
And that would be sorbet meowing. Anyway, so that's all the additional features for Autobot Sanju, and
Autobot Sanchu.
unless I can get a few more of these swords, I'll have to find something or something.
That's not Sorbet. That's actually Lucy, I'm pretty
scanner
sure.
printer.
Because Sorbet is
Or if I can
orange and the
download
cat that
3D
ran by
scanner
was
app to my
brown.
phone,
I think it's
a better
Lucy.
one than scanned 3D, like all the around photos and whatnot. something better than that one, because I tried it. It don't work for me. Anyway, scan that, and also the bobsled.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chris is really into
Unless I
ordering
find
3D
somebody
printed
who
objects
can
because we live in a time
put
where
that
anything you
3D
could
printer,
imagine can be just brought
We
into
can do it for me
reality.
immediately. I definitely
And that's
need
that's
to scan
astounding
and
to
print
Chris.
the bobsled rocket pack. And by the way, when I attached it all, that's right there. My headmaster, my Titan master, myself, me. I could write on it like that. Bit odd, but you'll get to see my
What is
robot
happening right
face.
now?
Come on, stay in there, stay in there.
Can a
Stay.
Tony body
Stay.
pillow be brought into this world?
And
If you
spoiler,
summon it, yes.
goes
If
in
you
a
can
hole
amass the 7
in the middle,
legendary
right there.
cummies of old,
the hole in
you
the
can summon a
bottom, which
body
goes in the
pillow
back.
of me into
The sword
reality.
goes there.
It's only been
And
done once. It's what ended
the
the
wings.
dinosaurs, actually.
On the side. See? There's my Titan Master vehicle that makes a big bunch of add-on for Sanchu. By the way, these two guns, the wings,
They don't like the.
got
They
them
don't
off
look
of
like they
Shapeways.
stick in there
and that's where I'm hoping
very
to
well. You know, they look like they
get
just
3D
fall out
printed results of
at a moment's
this
notice.
after I
They
get a
look kind of
successful
shoddy,
scan
to
of
be
it.
honest.
And I don't have any CAD software on my laptop, because otherwise if I did, then I probably would be able to do this myself. Plus, it's been a few years since got that diploma and got that degree and whatnot. Whatever. So, Time Master, the Sanchu ratio. This will be actually for Skiff. I was standing next to Sanju as a real life Autobot outside here. That's
Yeah.
about right. Yep. He'd be that much taller than me. Look at that. That's funny.
Is
That's
it?
funny.
Is it funny, Chris? Is that a joke? Are you making a ha-ha funny joke right now?
Lion mode.
Because I don't quite
Yeah.
understand the joke.
Need a blue lion.
Chris has a degree? Yes, Chris does have a degree. He has a degree in CAD.
Alright, so
He has a
anyway,
CAD degree,
there's that
which he's
bit of
never
fun
actually used to procure a
in
job.
this live
He doesn't
stream.
actually know
That'll
what
soon
jobs he
be
can get with that degree.
Upload to YouTube for permanent and save there. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I wanted to just get this off the record. Yeah, more than a month ago, I got offered for free LGBTQ items, including this bracelet. All I had to do was pay $2 shipping. Got this bracelet. I also got this necklace. So, yeah, they're just little inexpensive things that all I did was pay shipping for. They were free. So, no allegations, no suspicions there. And of course, one thing that is true, the earlier video where my mom talked about, yes,
It's free.
we
You
need
just gotta
more
pay
money in
shipping
this
for our
house.
garbage.
We managed to get a little loan for the
The
minimum
bracelet does not, in
money
fact, fit
amount
him.
for the
It's my favorite
electric
thing.
company, but rest of the month, I hate the second half of the month.
I hate when
where
I have to pay my
We
bills
had
and I can't
the
spend money on Lego.
money from Social Security, but then we spent all on bills and food to make sure we got enough from this house. And as for
Yeah?
the sale of the totem, guess where that most of that money went? More than $700 worth. The T-shirts and
my God,
Skylander
that
functioning
phone just
cards.
has like shit all over it.
You won't believe me?
Chris spent
let's see,
$700
how about,
American dollars.
25 times 18 plus 15
$700
times 15.
on Skylanders t-shirts, all in extra large, by the way.
And,
all in extra large size. The most common size, obviously. All on
Wi-Fi
extra
can work,
large.
Yummy. I have two Wi-Fi
And on
selections
Skylanders
here,
cards.
and it's
To remind you that he said
Wi-Fi
that these shirts,
does not work good
or
for
that
me.
this money would
Oh,
go
no,
towards
this is on
paying
the
bills. Instead, it went to
home
shirts.
Wi-Fi.
Smart business decisions from Chris. It's great. You know, just makes sense.
Behave. Behave. There's always proof to them how
Why
much
does Chris
all that
own a cell
was.
phone? Because he does a lot of business through his
behave.
phone. If you actually text Chris and say,
Can I enter your store?
Chris, I want to buy something
And
from
I
you.
tried
He'll
contacting
actually
them so I
respond.
could try to get a refund, but their link on this email, yeah, here we go. I mean, look at this. Between the shirts and the cards, about $750.
Yeah, Chris, I can totally see
yeah,
what
that's
you're
where
holding
most
up.
of that money went.
Because that's how
And
computers work.
months ago, my mom had gold and Cleopatra necklace, but we had to sell it for money. And thanks to this big sale I made, I finally was able to replace that. And so I did, and she's a lot happier about it. And believe it or not, the rest of it went towards a couple of big bills.
Yeah, a couple
because
big bills. The
because
last
I was on
$100 went to bills.
the notice from two of my credit accounts. And then I bought food. I bought lots of food. I bought enough ingredients to make more fettuccine
Oh no, Chris is
Alfredo,
actually
and I'm gonna
very...
make spaghetti and meatballs, and then
Alright, I'm gonna pause it and talk about it, I guess. Sell it for money as opposed to what? Oh, I mean, Chris makes it very clear that he does not trade items. People have tried texting him and saying, I'll trade you this for this. Like they'd trade him a Lego set for something. Chris makes it a point to say that he does not sell his things through trade. He only accepts money, and it's only money that like he can have that you can't get back, you know? No trading. So that's the important thing. People have actually tried to trade him for things. So let me actually tell you how this works. Now, Chris has put his cell phone number in a lot of the descriptions of his videos. It's very easy to find pretty much all of Chris's information. Now, no haggling. If you text Chris and say, hello, I would like to purchase this item from you, and it's not an item that Chris is talking about like this, or if it's something in the background of his room, Chris will actually respond to you and actually sell it to you. This is a thing people have done. People have actually bought just like random things from him that are just like in his room, you know? It's kind of weird. You gotta kind of offer him. He's not very good at haggling. You kind of gotta offer him like a set amount, and Chris will usually say yes. Chris isn't one to say no, but he's not very good at haggling, you know?
future, and try getting it roast beef. Alright? We had roast beef again.
Yeah.
And we did inexpensively from Food Lion.
Inexpensive roast beef from Food Lion,
Still we have
guys.
but still, and then more happened, yada yada. A whole bunch more. I don't know, it's all for me to look up on my statements that I'm not going to share because that's private, personal information. Sorbet, are you doing something over there messing with,
Sorbet, I swear to God.
hell, Sorbet, get out of there! Get out of there!
Poor Sorbet. He just gets shit on like every stream.
Get out of there, boy!
Fucking Sorbet, Jesus Christ. Stop being a normal cat, Sorbet. Christ.
On. Jeez, why?
Oh my God. Listen to that cat scream.
On. Jeez, why?
Oh my God, did you hear that? That was so sad.
Why? Everything happening. I'm having bad luck over here. It's not been such a good Friday for me.
Fucking...
God dang it. What are you doing?
Stop yelling at your cat. Oh my God.
Nah. GPS.
Save the GPS, what?
Everything happened. Sorbet, don't mess with cables. I keep telling you not to mess with the cables, boy. What's wrong with you?
Maybe if you put up your fucking gate, like you,
Electric shocks
like
and
you
whatever.
should,
You go things up.
instead of just leaning it against the wall, then the
things
cat
I do
wouldn't
for
get over to
love.
the shit,
The
you
things I do for
fucking
love.
idiot.
And I got your little anti-dodger over here.
Look at that, he touched his cat, so he's got
Alright,
to
so siphon out.
clean his hands.
Right, so the sale of the stamp album would be greatly appreciated, and of course, that is still the automatic win for all that I mentioned earlier. It's just a few more. It's just only like a fraction of that.
He just goes right back to sit and just treats his cat like...
Sorbet, stop messing with things over there.
I swear to God.
Anyway,
Just
somebody
move the
anyway,
cat
please
to another room.
buy the stamp album. $1,000. You get the album with all the stamps in there. 10 bonus UN covers and bonus stamps in little envelopes.
He's like visibly frustrated.
You're starting to... They're getting on my nerves, boy. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Oh my God.
Stay with me. Alright?
This
Stay
poor
with me. I
cat.
know you're not messing around.
Sorbet.
You're Sorbet.
He's
Little
just
boy.
trying to have a good time.
You know, you're Sorbet. Alright, now it's a cat video. Now this is officially a cat video, because he's a boy. He's my little
Sorbet
boy.
wants to leave.
Wait.
Chris,
Wait.
making obnoxious sound effects is gonna make the cat want to leave more. Oh my God, look at that cat's face. Oh, holy shit, I forgot Barb is in this video too. That
Alright.
actually scared the shit out of me.
Anyway,
I'm not kidding, I'm not... I'm actually serious.
I saw that, and I still have a few
I just
kind
kinda
of
jumped up in my seat a little bit.
that I did back in 2014 that
Oh,
I tried
God.
to sell on eBay, didn't sell. I still have them. I'll put them back on
just
there.
like appears like a
$500
phantom,
a piece.
dude.
No negotiations. Try to get more money in this house because I'm doing all I can around here. Financial messes and everything. God. Weenie, hello. We're live on the internet. What do you want? Hey, Mom, hello.
Wow.
We need a bag of cat food.
Try cat food. Okay, I'll go out later and get some out of the little money we have left.
Wow.
Use my
Yeah,
new account.
yes, dear. I'll come up and get that later. Sorbet,
Yeah?
what are you doing?
He's just being mean to his mom.
What are you doing?
Just being a dick to his cat. Like,
Okay,
actually
anything else?
deplorable right now.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm doing the first official Captain Log video. I'm live streaming it. I'm live streaming it instead of pre-recording.
I don't know. I don't
So,
think your mom
yeah,
knows
we're
what that
live on the
means.
internet. Smile for the PlayStation 4 camera. And then
Alright, that's
remind
kind of
them
adorable.
that
That's kind of. Oh,
we
there
can
she
use
goes.
a lot more money in this house.
See you later, Barb.
Okay.
I've been venting about that.
Man,
All right. Well, I'll go out later and get some more dry
stop
cat
being
food.
a piece of shit to your mom.
All right. So that's
My
all
God,
that.
just cut this. You could have cut
And
this part out.
This is raw stuff. Live.
Like
from
after this video
Brooklyn,
was
Virginia.
done, like the live stream was. You could have edited
Friday
the stream.
evening. And I think I'm gonna pretty much end this video right here, right now. But just one more thing before we go.
She comes back, I'm gonna get spooked
One of my
out.
favorite. I made this up some time ago. Tell it yourself, free of charge. In Germany, the traffic and freeways over there are called the Autobahn. So,
Chris is gonna make this
And then
joke
we're
for like
back there
the
in the
fifth
day.
video in a row.
all about the Decepticons. The guy will go and say to Hitler, he say, "One."
Z Jekyll 17 just wrote, I really want to see the comments on this video. So for those of you who have never actually been to a Chris live stream, I've been to many of Chris's live streams. And if you guys want to know what the comment section is, I say all the time that I love my comment section. I think you guys are great. You guys aren't annoying. It's a rule on the internet that if you're doing something live, the comment section is always just cancer. But you guys are lovely. You know? You guys don't cause shit. It's great. You guys aren't completely brain damaged, which I love. I say I love my chat all the time. If you go to Chris's live chat, it is just nothing but people just spamming swastikas and spamming the Julie meme. They just write Julie in all caps and it like fills up the whole screen, and they just, you know, they just do the Julie meme, which is so dead. It's not even beating a dead horse. It's just beating like the oil, because the corpse is decomposed to the point where it's oil. It's people spamming the Julie meme and writing goddamn swastikas and just generally not being, just being annoying, you know? That's what it's like to be in a Chris Chan live stream. And it's funny because I've actually seen people from my chat in Chris Chan chats, and you guys never do anything annoying. It's never somebody who watches my stream spamming a swastika, you know? It's never somebody who's commenting on one of my live streams doing it, which makes me feel good that I have an audience that doesn't suck fat dick.
Sure. There is an Autobot on the
On the Autobahn! Yeah, I know, Chris.
That?
You've done this joke 5 fucking times now.
As long as he's not a Decepticon. And then there's a Decepticon on the Autobot. Monsieur, there is a Decepticon on the Autobot. Nuke him! Nuke him! Nuke him!
Heil Hitler, guys.
That's what he would have done. And guess what guess what we're doing nowadays with Mr. 4x5, number 45, in the office. Well, sir, there's an Autobot on our American Autobahn. What do you think about that?
There's an Autobot.
Well, that's all right,
on our
as long as he's not a
Autobahn.
Decepticon. I like the Autobots. I like Optimus Prime. I drove in a back truck once.
That's a great spot to pause. That's a nice spot that I paused there. The best part about this is that it's over here too. Oh, I love it. That was Chris's Trump impression, by the way, in case you were wondering. That's his best Trump.
Oh, I'm just getting word. Now there are Decepticons on our American Autobahns. Let's send out 59 nuclear weapons on them here in America. No casualties supplemented whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yes, Daddy. I want you
That
to
would make a
destroy
good
the naughty
reaction image.
Decepticons, regardless of all the innocent civilians you have to hurt along the way. Damn Mert.
Damn
And I
Merc.
gotta give a damn to Ivanka as well. At
Damn.
one point I liked her and her husband
Ivanka.
because they defended the LGBTQ. But now she goes saying, Daddy, let's bomb the hell out of Syria. Boom. Yep, shit.
Chris believes that Ivanka Trump told Donald, she's like, hey Donald, just bomb Syria, and then he did it. That's what he actually believes. That's a fact. That's what was just revealed.
Nothing so
here.
hot now.
I'm
And
not kidding.
Trump's still
Chris pretends to know politics. It's lovely.
for America. Alright, anyway, that's my thoughts.
I can't
Tune in
believe
tomorrow
Ivanka
night where I
bombed Syria.
watch
I
the
know, right?
2015
How
episode of
rude.
Saturday Night,
Just rude of her.
streaming through the internet, and y'all get live responses
I also
to
think
that.
he thinks Ivanka is Trump's
Thank
daughter.
you. Good night.
It's a little weird. Oh my god. That was just genuinely awful. That was the first captain's log. And it was awful. The first fucking one. And he yells at his cat, yells at his mom. It says the first lady bombed Syria. Like, you know, you know, that was just genuinely awful. But it's a good thing for you guys. So as I've said, I'm gonna keep doing these until eventually there's no more Chris videos to do. And then at that point we'll move on to Chris's calls or his social media accounts or emails and all sorts of there's other stuff I can show you guys about Chris that we haven't seen in his videos. But it's good for you guys because with Chris doing the captain's logs, he's kind of realized that doing captain's logs is easy because he can just sit in his room and basically his captain's logs are just vlogs. That's what Chris does. Just vlogs, essentially. He just sits in his room and just talks about his day, and that's what we're gonna get pretty much every week for the next foreseeable future. And it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time for you guys, you know? Look at that dislike bar. I know, look at that. Look at that, it's huge. That's weird. Normally Chris would block the comments and he would block his dislikes and likes all the time. But not this time, I suppose. It's a weird time. But my god, that was a trip. So, somebody in the chat was asking me, am I going to do ASMR? Has it already been done? I haven't done ASMR on a Christian stream in a while, I don't think. So I'll do it for you. I'll do it just for you if I remember correctly what it was. If you guys want me to whisper anything else, I'll go for it. Why not?
It's time for your bucking, buckaroo.
I'm pretty sure that's what somebody asked for a little while ago. If you guys have any other stuff to do it, go ahead. You can request stuff. At the same time, if you guys have fan art, please submit fan art because we're going to start looking at it. Griffith did nothing wrong. Yes. Alright. I almost just burped into the microphone. That would have been disgusting.
Itty bitty titty committee.
Alright, let's see. What else? Say Shrek. This must be the work. Alright.
This must be the work of an enemy stand. This is probably that Dick Dio's fault. Hoorah.
Alright, alright. Alright. That's it. That's all you're gonna get. Now, let's do some goddamn fan art. If you guys are ready. Boop. There we go. What the fuck? People are screaming in some sort of incomprehensible, strange language outside my dorm room right now. It's weirding me out a little bit. Tons of fan art. Wow. Oh my god. You guys actually have like 10,000 pieces of fan art. I don't know how much of this I'll be able to show you guys because it's a lot. Holy shit. Wow. It is actually a lot. Oh goodness. If you guys have already sent art in and you edit it for another time, I'm not gonna show it if it's been edited. Just because for time's sake, I'm not gonna show the same thing twice. There is a lot of this here. Alright, let's go through this. I don't know how much we'll be able to show because it's, you know. Let's start. I can't find the Discord. Help! If you go to my website, which is on the screen, at the bottom of the screen that you're watching on this video right now, if you go to my website, there's a link to my Discord, and you can post as much fan art there as you like. So, I Dream of Tony, drawn by Charlotte. So, Charlotte drew a picture of me as a genie coming out of a lamp called I Dream of Tony. And the funny thing about this image is that it sparked a trend on my Discord, and tons of pretty much all the artists on my Discord are right now drawing pictures of me as a genie. I don't know what's up with it, but you're a trendsetter, Charlotte, so good on you. On top of that, I also like my see-through shirt. It's good stuff. It hurts to live. Kill me, please. Twilight Speckle. This is Chris's shirt. The great thing about this image is that you just drew Chris's lumpy body for Rainbow Dash's face. That is actually really creative. Like, legitimately. Good job. That's good stuff. Ooh, a comic. I always love comics that you guys draw. This is no ordinary man. An enemy stand! Hoorah! Shrek. That neck. Nani? Big. Rip-offs. Our stands are nothing alike. Oh no, I gotta read it. I gotta read it like a manga, right? I didn't read it the right way. Damn. I fucked up. I feel embarrassed. Mad. Yada yada to say. What a rip-off. What's his battle cry? Tony, I didn't mean to. Yeah? I feel like you meant to draw a fully erect Star Platinum right now, because that is a erect Platinum, okay? That is an erect Platinum right now. A lot of penis is pushing that forward right now. Small ripoffs. Our stands are nothing alike. Why does he have a sweater on? Is he wearing a sweater? It looks like he's wearing a sweater. He has no nipples here, so he's definitely wearing a sweater. Which is pretty fantastic. Erect Platinum. Ooh, stand name Metahammer. Stand user Thomas Diesel. This is not Metahammer. Metahammer doesn't look like this. Oh, I get it. You did a joke. He's got hammers for arms. That's actually that's actually good. But nice job, B-Roy. That was actually really well drawn, and I loved the concept of it. The whole Diesel versus Jotaro thing is hilarious. That is spot on. Power A, speed E, range C, durability C, precision C, learning C, ability destroys foes with hammers by crushing / hitting or stabbing with the end of the hammer. Personality quiet but deadly. When angered, his mouthpiece will shatter and he will yell, Shrek. Shrek 2. The best film ever made. Man. Stands with personalities are usually weird. But Araki's done a pretty good job on them, you know? Cock Platinum. Ah. Possible Diesel designs. Original design. Jotaro or Josuke's classmate. Part 3 ally or villain. Tic-tac-toe hand. Good job on the tic-tac-toe hand. He looks like something I'd see in, like, Indiana Jones. He looks like... You know what he looks like? Ah, he's reminding me of like a male... Laura Croft, you know? It just looks like he's about to plunder some old tombs, you know? Shit like that. It's good shit. I like that all of these are different designs. They're all very distinct and different. In this part 3 one, you got the part 3 face thing going on. Perfect. Ooh, Road to Nowhere. Destructive power, D. Wow. Stands weak as fuck, my guy. Speed, C. Range, C. Durability, E. Did you just straight up just bring in a garbage-ass stand? Come on, my guy. No, seriously, though. Precision, C. Developmental potential, D. Road to Nowhere has the ability to reduce the distance between things it touches to 0, or increase the distance to 1. These distances cannot be changed except by Road to Nowhere. This power cannot be used on its user. Reduce the distance between things it touches. So it's like the hand? Kinda? What does it do? So, if it touched a building, it could move the building. Like, if it touched the building from the middle, right? It would divide it in half and then push it apart. Or it would take something and then reduce it by 1. To make it 0. It locks them at those distances. So things can't move? I'm not understanding the concept. It's a well-designed stand, though. Like, the design of your stand is good. Like, it's pretty solid. I also like that it has this little ball thing here, because it reminds me of Avdol. That's good stuff. I've got some good fan art for you tonight, Tony. I don't know if I'll be able to show it, though. We've got a lot of fucking shit in the Discord right now. The design reminds me of Silver Chariot. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Silver Chariot. It's a very good design. His arms are really wonky. His arms remind me of IG-88 from this, like, old music video. It's called IG-88 Chevy. And it's a weird music video, but it reminds me of that. It's very well designed, though. Ooh, the chat. Made by Cassandra Barton. Me. Ooh. Our chat's got one of those V's. Man, you didn't draw my chat with a penis, though. If you reduce the distance between two people, they can't step away from each other. And if you increase the distance between two objects, they can never meet while the power is on. Okay, so they can't move and like do. Okay, so it limits their movement. All right, so that power is actually pretty good. Now that you explain it in a way that makes sense to me, that's pretty good. Normally, when people draw my chat, that hair, that is well done hair. Normally, when people draw my chat, they draw like a girl, and then they just like straight up give it a penis every time. Every time, my chat is always a trap. Every time, it's pretty funny. Ooh, nice choker. Let me tell you, I'm a guy who likes his choker necklaces. It's good shit. Hello there. I live in shame knowing you played cock and me making this. I'm sorry. Hey Tony, want the suck from a shark girl? No. What? I've never once played Corruption of Champions on stream before. And anyone who says otherwise is a fucking liar. Okay, that's never happened. Ever. Definitely, I have never, ever done that, ever. Alright? Definitely not. Oh my god. Ooh. That's some good Kira art. I'm actually very excited. I've taken bits and pieces from the Patreon money that you guys send me, and I've been saving up month by month so I can afford a Yoshikage Kira cosplay. So I'm pretty excited, because when I go to Kineticon this year, I'm going to have 2 cosplays set. I'm going to have Joseph Joestar, and I'm going to have a Yoshikage Kira cosplay. And my buddy's going to go as blonde Kira, and I'm going to go as dark-haired Kira when he becomes Kawajiri in the second half. So I'm going to be Kawajiri, and he's going to be regular Kira. It's going to be great. He's got a purple suit ready to go. I've got my white suit coming in the mail. I've got a tie. He's got a different tie than me. Tony, would you ever stream Eyes of Heaven? Absolutely. I would love to stream every JoJo game ever made if given the chance. I've just never really done it. Would I want the suck from a shark girl? Probably not. I don't care how good Corruption of Champions describes the blowjob of a shark girl. I'm not... No. Oh, jeez. I dream... Those are some very large claws. Big meaty claws. Man. Are you gonna get a pink cat, too? Man, if I had $500 to blow on a hairless cat named Killer Queen, maybe. Man, those are some big meaty claws, though. Man, this is great. See, what did I tell you? Everybody went with this whole me as a genie thing. It's pretty great. The claws, though. I can't get over the claws. They're weirding me out. It's good stuff, though. Anything you can do's ability is whenever he makes physical contact with a stand user, he copies the stats of the stand, but he gains the opposite of the stand's ability. An example would be if he made contact with Zawaldo. He would gain the same stats, but he'd be able to start time for 9 seconds instead of stopping time for 9 seconds. It also forms into the shape of the same stand, but with inverted colors. That's a pretty complicated power. One thing about that power, though, I'm assuming it takes the user, right? Because Zawaldo is only able to stop time for 9 seconds because Dio's a vampire. Because he has more stamina than the average human. Which is why Jotaro can only do it for like 6 seconds at the most. You know? So I'm assuming it takes it directly from the user and doesn't use, like, the users. Like, if you were using this stand, it wouldn't use you as an example. Hermit Purple. Anything, it's power, E. Yeah, the stats don't really matter that much because it just shifts stats all the time. Developmental potential, infinite. Ooh, jeez. That's pretty complex, though. What does this remind me of? This design, it reminds me of one of those aliens from Jimmy Neutron. That's what it was. Got it. It looks like one of those blob monsters from Jimmy Neutron, the aliens from the movie. That was then in the show a few times, I think. Oh, man. This is a really neat idea for a stand, though. The concept of a stand that can have the same stats as another stand is pretty interesting. Araki kind of fucks stands later on, like in terms of their stats. But this is a pretty cool concept. It probably would have worked really well in like part 3 or part 4. Anything past that, the stats just don't matter at all. So I don't know how well it would work. Ooh, hello there. Corrupted Gaming Show. It's about the video games. That is it. I'm all about those video games, my guy. Man. Oh, it's my stand. I thought I was standing on a hill until I realized, I was like, where are those hands coming? Oh, it's my stand. I thought it was a very lumpy hill at first. I apologize. And that was just my logo floating there. No, that's my stand. It's got a face. My stand also, I know these are probably teeth that you drew, but it kind of looks like facial hair, not gonna lie. DJ Glitterbuns with her magnificent butt. DJ Glitterbuns really likes when you guys draw her with glittery buns, by the way. It's her favoritist thing. Man, this is really cool, honestly. This is a really cool image that you drew. I like it a lot. I'm a sucker for this sort of edgy face that you gave me, pushing up my glasses. It's really cool. It's good. Like, it's the good kind of edge. I'm a sucker for that kind of edge, you know? I like that she's a horse. Nah, she's a muscly man in a horse mask. Obvi, come on. With headphones. Oh, man. Hello there. Adding freckles was a mistake. I don't know. It makes it look more like a trap. You know what it looks like? You know what this looks like? You know what it looks like? It looks like you drew Doppio. It looks like you mixed my stand. No, not the drink. Fucking Google. It looks like he just made Doppio from JoJo. I'm pretty sure that's what you did. Goddamn Doppio. Fucking Doppio. How does Doppio even goddamn work? Nobody knows. It's a piece of shit. No, but you did a good job on this image, though. The freckles, they kind of work, you know? They kind of work. Kill me, Father. Father, I crave the death. I need the cheddar. That's what reminds me of that picture. Father, please. Father. I crave cheddar, Father. Please. Save me, I crave the cheddar. I need it. That's what it reminds me. I crave the cummies, Father. Oh man, if I made art sculptures, it would look like this. If I made art, it would look like that all the time. Help. That's some good titties you drew there. This poor waifu pillow. I've said it before, but I'm pretty sure that Chris's waifu pillow is just so crusty that if you threw it at the wall, it would fucking shatter. I've said that many times. But that thing has to be, like, rock solid by now, you know? Just the amount of just layers of semen upon it, you know? That thing would fucking break. Just bad. I also love that the pillow is crying. It's a very nice detail. It's pretty fantastic. Help me, friend. God damn. If you guys don't know what this is, I streamed Dark Souls 3. This is me, the spicy boy. I'm invading this guy, Big Moist. Another guy comes in, he's also invading. His name is Old Memer. And I'm like, hey, Old Memer, you and me, let's team up and kill our target. Old Memer turns around, starts beating the shit out of me instead. Because obviously he doesn't want to win. He just wants to kill everything because he's a fucking dick. Goddamn Old Memer. Where's the... You drew a follow-up image and I guess I didn't open it. Oh, there it is. I want to do it in sequential order. Fucking Old Memer stabs me with this fucking spear like a piece of shit. If you guys are wondering, I beat him. He lost. I kind of just ran away into the enemies. Old Memer followed me and I threw a fireball at him and he died. He died in one hit. It was pretty pathetic, to be honest. That's what you get for fucking with the spicy Pope. Oh man. Somebody drew a picture of Gengar for me. Pokemon Art Academy. I'm assuming that was like a website you used to draw this. It looks pretty good though. I like the eye patch. I could have sworn you had drawn this before, and you gave it a scar on one of the eyes. But I guess you must have put the eye patch there. But I do like this. It's pretty good. Top 10 anime deaths. You didn't open the third part. Oh, I didn't get that far. I didn't get that far in the Discord. My goodness. I love when you guys draw pictures of Gengar, by the way. Any picture of Gengar like this one makes me happy. It just makes me a happy guy. I just really like Gengar. It's just a good Pokemon. Oh, that's an adorable image of Yuka. Look at that. Someone drew Yuka with my logo on a shirt. That's lovely. That looks so nice. Wholesome and cute. I like it. Just like Yuka. Just like Yuka. Wholesome and cute. Just like Yuka. I like it a lot. It's good shit. I always love... I mean, granted, I've said this before. I love all the images that you guys send me. But I always love when it's, like, related to the gaming streams I do. Because there's usually not too much of that, you know? It's very rare that I get an image that's, like, me, a spicy boy, or an image of ukulele or something like that. It's rare that I get it, so it's always exciting. Oh god, what's happening here? Does it hurt yet, Daddy? Does it sting? Oh goodness. Let it seep in, Daddy. Tony X Chris. Man. I look very smoochable right now. If I had to describe this image of me... Smoochable. I just look smoochable. My god. Man, you drew my hairy chest, but you kind of stopped at my rock hard abs. If you guys didn't know, I've got abs. You could grate cheese on these motherfuckers right now. Like, you can't. I don't have abs, but Christ almighty. The amount of there's grease coming out of the fat rolls. That is so fucking great. The detail. I love this. I love this not fitting correctly. That's absolutely wonderful. The fupa, everything is on point in this image. Oh dear me. Save me. Save me, please. I love it. That's great. There's my logo again. With the freckles. I'm telling you, the freckles work, you know? Drawing goddamn trap logos up in here. That's a dick. There's a dick over there. I know there's a dick there. Don't try and trick me, my guy. But I do like the freckles. It reminds me of Doppio. Doppio kind of sucks, but he's a cute boy. Oh, hello. What's going on over here? Is this a panel from your comic, Crash? I can tell this is probably Crash's art, yeah? This looks like something he'd draw. My goodness. Quickville. Am I a cop? Is that me? I always ask if a character's me if it's got a beard and is remotely skinny. Because, I mean, probably. Nah, this isn't me, though. What's going on here? You got a Sonichu going on over here? Okay. Don't insult Doppio like that. Be harsher. Doppio could have been such a cool character. It's upsetting. Oh, this is great! Someone drew a picture of Gur Cakes. Because Gur Cakes always uses a, Scrafty. Fucking couldn't remember the name. As their profile picture. So somebody drew it. These hats, these are actually Pokemon. These are Chris's original OC Pokemon. Fucking open this shit up and see if we can find it. Chris has actually drawn many OC Pokemon before, and these are actually two of them. He made Sombrero Pokemon, if you guys recall. Sombrero Pokemans. It's pretty... it's pretty racist, honestly. Because their power is to talk Spanish, and it confuses enemies. It's a little bit upsetting. Alright, I'll open a few more. I'll open a few more fan arts. There's a lot posted here, and there's no way I can get through all of it in one go. Unless the stream went on for literal days. So, let me pick up where I left off. If I can find it. There we go, part 2. Ooh, the freckles, I'm telling you, the freckles are good. I'll look at a few more, and then we're gonna have to call it a stream. You guys wow, there is literal a lot. There's a lot going on here. Oh, Jesus. That just cropped porn? You just straight up showing me cropped porn right now? Oh, God. Alright, we'll do this. This will be the last one. This will be the last one right here. So if you guys posted art that was after this particular image, then I'm gonna have to show it on another stream. You guys I'm actually having a backlog of art right now. You guys have drawn so much fan art. I'm probably gonna have to, do streams just for fan art. I know I keep saying that, but then I never get around to it. Telling you, you do a good job drawing my logo. It's a really simple design, but I like it a lot. If I was like a cam girl and I had a logo, that'd be it. That'd be my logo. You and me, we're gonna go into the cam girl business together, and you're gonna draw all of my logos, and I'll give you a percentage of the donations I get with bedroom eyes. I need this shirt in real life. I survived the Chris Chan stream. I can design a shirt that says I survived the Chris Chan stream if you want, and I can put it up on my t-shirt site. I need to put more designs on my t-shirt site. You know, I really need to do it. That's what you get for fucking with the spicy boy. I feel like I have to give backstory onto what this image is. Tony, I finished the Darby fight, and it's the best fight in Stardust Crusaders so far. Oh, the Darby fight is one of my favorites, actually. I really enjoy the Darby fight. Oh, Jesus. That's what you get for fucking with the spicy boy. Right. So, this is from my Dark Souls streams. This is from my Dark Souls stream, where a ginormous enemy that is a big hand ate my character. And then I said that he would die of spicy diarrhea from eating me because I'm the spiciest boy. This is my favorite thing to draw for Tony. I love that the poop has my spicy pope clothes on it. The two little things in my hat. My character doesn't wear the hat anymore, though, which is a little upsetting. Oh, man. Yeah, you're correct. I'm gonna just have to do just fan art streams, because there's so much of it, and I love all of it. I really love all of it. I dream of Tony. What have I done? See, Dingo, with his very small face, has decided to draw me in one of those Virgin Killer sweaters. Now, if you guys don't know what a Virgin Killer sweater is, it's basically just this front part here, and then there's no back at all. The sweater is made to accentuate side boob and butt. And it's a fantastic sweater, by the way. I think everybody should wear them. They're good.
Kono my Dio does, Tony-chan.
Oh, God. Your Dio is very, very part 5. Very part 5 lithe and flamboyant, my guy. This ain't no Dio I've ever seen. Guys, don't remember. Could you imagine? Man. Very expensive. Nah, Virgin Killer sweaters, you can get them for $15 reduced. That's pretty cheap for a sweater. But legitimately, though, man, people always end their videos with, guys, don't remember to hit that like button. I'm just going to end all of my streams with, don't forget to Kono my Dioda, guys. Every day of my life, Kono my Dioda. Fucking Christ. Oh, no. Is this what you do in your spare time? Isn't Tony great? I thought you came over to smash. Miss me with that gay shit. So are they smashing right now, or are they talking about me? I don't know if they're talking about me, or if they're actually... Are they smashing and talking about me? Because I feel like talking about me while having sex is probably a thing you guys shouldn't do. But, you know, that's just me. You did a really good job drawing Yuka, though. Your Yuka looks really good. It looks completely different from your logo design, you know? Like, I can definitively tell that's Yuka. You did a really good job. I really like the mouth and the eyes on Yuka. Talking about Tony, no gay shit here. My god. By Moth is about to slam door repeatedly. Blah, 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 Chris, blah. Shitty hand. I gave up. Beppis. I don't... You guys just think I wear Beppis t-shirts on the daily, don't you? Yeah, that's my roommate Lee. Lee's name is actually spelled correctly here. Lee's name is spelled with just L-I. Lee. He just loves to come in and just walk right out. Okay, so the other day, I had Stefan come over, and we were just watching videos on my computer together. And Lee never comes over and like ever uses the desk that's in here. There's 2 desks in this room because it's a double. So there's 2 desks, one for me and one for him, and he never uses it because he's never in here. The one time Lee comes over is when I have a friend over, so he needs to... Stefan has to get off of the desk. Like, he was using that desk to put all of his computer stuff because we were playing Overwatch together. He had to move all of his shit to the floor because Lee came in and then just had to use the desk and like read books or whatever and do his homework. The one time I have ever seen him use that desk is when I had someone over. It was hilarious. I think he did it on purpose, to be honest. And then he put his headphones in Stefan's cup. It was really weird. Oh, this is beautiful. That's fantastic. I love it. Oh, Jesus. I am a fan of Grunkle Stan, let me tell you. Would you ever invite Lee onto a stream if he had free time and was interested in it? No. Believe it or not, I'm very protective of who I let onto my streams. I don't just let anybody onto my streams. I let Stefan on because Stefan is a good boy. People like him, and he's well-spoken. But I never have Lee on my stream. Not because I don't like Lee. But, you know, he's just not the streamable kind of boy that I'm looking for. Ooh, more art. Ooh. I dream of Tony. Scratch, scratch. I really like this one because you had DJ Glitterbuns make me appear, and I think that's really cute. I'm gonna have to drag this off screen and send it her way. She really likes... If you guys ever do fan art of DJ Glitterbuns, I always send it over to her. She always loves like stuff that you guys draw. It makes her happy. And I think the last time you had drawn her as a burger that was sparkling and had headphones, I believe she said that she really liked that design. So I'm sure she'll really appreciate it. I'll say thank you on her behalf. And the last but not least, we have Egg McNuggy drawing all of my characters. There's me. There I am, the cutest boy. There's my logo, the cutest trap. And there's Papa Stefan. That actually, wow, that looks exactly like Stefan. Legitimately, that looks exactly like Stefan. I'm not kidding. The only thing that's not Stefan is that the clothes aren't weird enough. Stefan has a very distinct sense of style. He likes to wear clothes that's kind of weird looking, but it looks good on him. He's a good looking boy. Look, you drew a Gengar dressed up as Joseph. That's fantastic. And you drew DJ Glitterbuns, and you actually made her a human. I think this is one of the first arts of DJ Glitterbuns I've ever seen where she's a human. I haven't seen that before. It's good shit. There's a lot, and you drew the Spicy Boy, and you drew Spicy Boy version 1. Originally, Spicy Boy was dressed in a kind of wizardy hat and wearing thick clothes. He's a big boy. But I'm more interested in this DJ Glitterbun section of the piece that you've done here. How accurate is it? Is a good question. It's pretty accurate, honestly. She just recently dyed her hair, so her hair is actually turquoise right now. Just one singular turquoise for all of her hair, and her hair is pretty short, shorter than this. But like, this is pretty spot on. She actually has leggings that are literally this. She actually does have these exact pairs of leggings that you drew, you know. Tony, can you give us a base design for DJ Glitterbuns? You'd have to ask her. You can ask her in my Discord. She pops in every now and again. If you ask DJ Glitterbuns how she'd like to be drawn, she'd answer you. I can't give a design for her, you know. Extra thick. Yeah, she's got those exact leggings. It's actually kind of funny. Thick spice. Spicy Boy is just... Let me tell you, I love doing the Dark Souls streams with you guys. I really do. Like, whenever I'm having a bad day at school, I'm just like, oh man, I've got too much homework or something. Live streaming just makes me feel happy. And Spicy Boy and my Dark Souls streams make me especially happy. I also love the gradient that you've put on this. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for coming on this stream. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. And honestly, I can't wait until the next one. Have a good rest of your night.